Hey people on YouTube land, Zach Hall back here. I just wanted to bring you guys a quick video. Sorry I haven't been on in a while, but I wanted to do this update for you. So I had my Thompson chain rebound, and this is the result you're looking at right here. The one I had was a bonded leather, so it really wasn't that good of a cover. So I wanted to have it rebound, and this is the result. I had it done in a brown textured calf skin. And this leather is super thick. But just to show you the color, here's a black TBS Westminster. So you can see it's kind of a deep chocolate brown color. And I had this done by a local guy near my town here. His name is Joe Gleason, or Joseph Gleason, the Bible Rebinder. And that's his phone number, just in case you guys are interested. And then an email address, so you can pause that, take a look at that as well. And he slips a card in here to remind you of how you can make your Bible last longer, which I thought was really cool. But guys, the cool thing about this Bible right here is this was only $59, okay? Only $59 for this Rebind, which I thought was absolutely awesome. Because this is some of the thickest leather I have ever seen on a Bible. It is so thick. And just to show you, in general, TBS puts a really thick calfskin on their Westminsters, and this is a pretty thick calfskin. But you can see comparatively that this Rebind is like twice as thick as the Westminster leather. So it's just unbelievably thick, yet it's so smooth and so soft. Because what he does is TBS will put a board in between here, makes it a little bit stiffer. But here, there's no board, so it's just super soft leather that you can roll up. A really nice cover. And so he can only do limited embossing, not because of his skill, but just because of his machine. I was talking to him about that. So I had him do Holy Bible on the spine. And it's a blank spine, but I really like the feel of that. And it doesn't really bother me anyways, because the Thompson didn't really have anything going on, except for, of course, the printed ribs. But there were no raised ribs or anything. It was a flat spine. So this doesn't bother me. Actually, I kind of prefer this. It's really nice. And yeah, I stamped my name in the front cover there. But I mean, it's just, this thing is so limp. And as you can see here, that's my Thompson. And it's so flexible. And I've only had this for 2 days now, 2 or 3 days. And you can see how he bound that. The spine doesn't cave in, the spine's reinforced, which is really a problem with the Thompsons. You can just see though how that just flows down. Easy to hold in the hand. That textured calfskin is really grippy. Yet it's so soft to the touch and very flexible. And then he did a lighter brown kind of in sheets. So I'll show you there. So that would be black. There's the lighter brown. Almost looks maroon to me, but it's not. It's more of just a light brown color. Now, since he didn't have to do any spine work, he doesn't do extra ribbons or anything like that unless he has to do spine work. Because what he told me is he doesn't want to compromise the spine. So if you already have a good spine, he's not going to mess around putting in new ribbons because he doesn't want to, undo the stitching or mess up the glue that's on the binding. So he told me that, hey, since your spine's good, do you really care about doing more ribbons? Because if you do, then I really do have to redo the spine. To redo the spine was $30 extra, which still wouldn't have been bad. It would have been at $89. So this was $59 without having to redo the spine. So I left the original Thompson marker in there. I can make more, just put, thin bookmarks that won't mess the page up. But the Thompson ribbon's really good anyways. And I didn't know if I was going to like the black and brown contrast, but I actually really do. It's a kind of just a nice little color. But so he did the end sheets. The corners are pretty good. So you can see, and with his method, he actually takes the paste down all the way over the corners of even the corners of the leather. This is technically edge lined right here with some tape, and so he put in new end sheets there, and you can see that he does the glue method like the good binders do. So I have no doubt this is that, but look how thick that leather is right there. Just let me bring the Westminster in again. You can see how thick the Westminster is, and just look how thick that leather is, and the grain. And this is not embossed here. This is actually the natural grain of this leather. So this is more of a pebble grain calfskin, but again, it's not embossed. So this is not a printed pattern. This is straight from the animal's hide, and I was very impressed with how thick, yet how soft and flexible it is. I mean, look how floppy that is. You can just flop that around all day. So you saw that it's edge lined. He does redo these papers. I thought these were really good color. I'm really happy with that. I lost a little bit of gutter space because of the leather, the thickness of it. But the cool thing about it is that my notes really didn't disappear. Let me get you a place where I know I took some notes. And I'm trying to do this a little bit quicker, so I do apologize. I'm kind of breezing through this. Don't know how much space I have left on my camera to do this video. But so here's some notes I took in 2 Corinthians, and you can see that they moved down into the gutter, but they're all still readable. So I can still read every single word that I put in there. Also, with time, as this leather works in and breaks in, this gutter space is going to open up more again. I have no doubts about that. He did it really well. But I mean, the Bible lays really flat. No matter where you put it, you can be in the very back, the very front. And the other cool thing about it is because this leather is stronger than that bonded leather, these maps were actually starting to separate from the text block. But because this leather is stronger, it actually scrunched the maps closer to the text. And I think I showed this actually when I did a review of it. But you can see that now that gap is closed. And so I was very happy about that. But there's the back of the Bible. There's that calf skin again. And I really like how he does Holy Bible and all of that, because it's a nice, like an older style type of font. So it looks kind of just nice and traditional. So there's a look at it there in the sunlight. Nice brown color there. Very thick, very flexible. So no doubt now in my mind that this Bible is not going to last me at least the rest of my life if I really do take care of it. And he does guarantee his work. Now, he didn't do any spine work, but I believe he does guarantee the cover. So like if just like the cover comes apart, like he will fix it for free. And if you have it rebound completely, where like he does the spine work and the spine work fails, you know, not like you're being wild with it or you're just throwing it everywhere, but you're just using it, it comes apart, he will fix that for free as well. I was talking to him about that. So if you guys want, again, this was only $59 for a nice thick piece of leather, new in sheets. Really helped reinforce the binding. Put my name on it and the Holy Bible on the side. $59. And his name again, so you can see, is Joseph Gleason. Okay, so there's his phone number. And if you're in the area and you have a Bible that's worn, I definitely recommend him. Nice guy. Love talking to him about leathers and just different binding processes. There's his email if that's easier for you. And I thought I would just show you this card that he puts in the Bible. So he says, "Thank you for letting me repair your Bible. You will keep it in good repair if you will follow these principles. 1.